And welcome to NXT as we are ready to go. Myles Bourne's ready to go. Elio LaFluer is ready to go. What a way to kick it off right here with the men's North American champion in action. And every superstar tonight is trying to make a name for themselves. Elio LaFluer wants to step into it. A rising star in NXT, sees a champion across his way, a champion who's been struggling. And this match literally got made for Myles Bourne, telling him, hey, this is going to be one of those matches to help you off the struggle out of the skid you're in right now, because you're in a skid right now. And Rich Holland has been owning you in that ring. So we're going to just not put you tonight with him, and we're going to give you a match against Elio LaFluer. And if I'm Elio LaFluer, I'm like, am I a joke? Am I just what am I to you? Like, am I a joke to you? Like, I am not to be disrespected that way. And if I'm Elio LaFluer tonight, I'm looking to make a statement against the champion and make that champion, Myles Bourne, really suffer in his place right now. And it's a battle that is going to redefine these men's futures, because if Myles Bourne loses tonight, the question just keeps getting long in his head. The questions just keep getting more and more and more. Was he a deserving champion? Was he someone who actually, can be a champion? Can he be a long-term champion, or is he just a paper champion? And we'll find that out because we know Rich Holland eventually will take on Myles Bourne at our Battleground Tampa pay-per-view PLE, and we'll see that. But tonight, Myles Bourne has to focus on the opponent at hand and not have Rich Holland in his brain. And what I'm talking about Myles Bourne, and there's some of the potential that we see in Myles Bourne. There's some of the potential that got him into that championship picture. As this is definitely a tough battle right now. Here comes a sleeper hold, already putting him on it, putting him onto this situation. But ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to want to go anywhere else tonight. The NXT Women's Division explodes into action as three talented teams collide. Well, more teams just because of you need the friendship and you need the moment. Well, Elio LaFluer trying to get the win, but now countered by Myles. Myles countering. No. Okay. And again, they're just going back and forth on these pins. Holy crap. And a kick out. There it is by Elio LaFluer. What a Spanish fly! What a Spanish fly by Elio. Man, I haven't even been able to tell you about Elio LaFluer yet. Man, that's one thing. Oh, got countered right there. Elio really wants to prove that he is one of the future stars of NXT, one of those guys that you'll be putting on every single PLE. No! A neck breaker to the back. Myles Bourne trying to end this one here. He's trying to do it right here. But Elio LaFluer trying to put him down right there. And again, this is a huge opportunity for Elio LaFluer tonight. Beating Myles Bourne puts you in conversations for the North American Championship. I would think so, if Robert Stone is taking notes to all this tonight. And again, this is going to be a moment of bear uppercut there by Bourne. Bourne with the uppercut, and Elio LaFluer right now. Oh, what a drop kick! Usually you'll see a move like that from Elio, but it was from the champ Myles Bourne. And what a match these two. And again with the Spanish move on the outside. The Spanish fly on the outside. Wow. This is what I'm expecting to see. This is the kind of matchup I wanted to see from them. This is what I'm talking about. Man, that's crazy from him right there. Crazy day stuff, kind of stuff there. And Myles Bourne, if this is how you want to win, Myles, I don't think this is going to break your little slump you're in right now, the skid that you're in. And Elio dodging that one. Look at Myles with the moonsault. Wow, there we go. Myles hitting that moonsault with the greatest of ease. As Elio thought he dodged it, but no, he was not dodging that moonsault. Hitting it. Here it is again. Moonsault, but this time LaFluer said, you've been doing that too many times, and I'm going to make you pay for it. Elio LaFluer right now is going at it. And Elio LaFluer trying to get the pin. Kick out though by Myles Bourne. And Myles Bourne right now is getting his number called right now. And let's see how the champion responds. And what? It was that. It was like a parkour kick right there. But look at Myles Bourne says, I can't do that spin, but I'll do that kick right there on you. But Myles Bourne now dodging that one. Myles Bourne might be setting him up open to the top right there. Drop kick countered by Elio. Is he able to get the hell out of the way of that one? LaFluer right now. And again, I don't want to say that Myles Bourne has Ridge Holland in the head, but I think he does. Because I feel like a champ in a spot where you have no issues in concentration, no issues in any of that, would come up now and would focus on it and would take this match and finish it already within the time frame that we are in. But there he comes. Maybe Bourne's going to get it together. No. LaFluer choked up right there. LaFluer. Go! LaFluer bomb. And that's a pinfall. LaFluer crawling to it. It took everything from him. And in the center of the ring, Elio LaFluer defeats the men's North American champion. Oh, Myles, you needed to prep for this one. What happened, man? You should have prepped for this one. This was your moment tonight, and it didn't go your way, Myles. And tonight, Elio LaFluer is victorious over you in a match that Myles Bourne thought he was going to be able to get the W and get back on top of it. It did not go his way here tonight. And Myles, man, I don't know what to say right now. Definitely going to be questioning your decisions ahead of a championship defense against a man who's been owning you and putting you in a tough position every week in through week out. But up next, we have ourselves a triple threat tag team women's matchup with some of the most talented women on NXT's women's division. And frankly, here in NXT, we got Lola Vice and Lizzy Rain teaming up to take Wren Sinclair and Zaria. And then our North American champion, our women's North American champion, Kendall Grey, is going to be teaming up with Kali Armstrong. And these are quite the teams here, quite the moments that we're going to have. And Kali will be at Battleground, and she'll be competing for the Women's Evolve Championship. The champion right now is Nikita Lyons, and Lizzy Rain got her right there. Big move right there, trying to get the win here, and trying to kick out though by Kali Armstrong. Never going to be easy to do that. We also know that Kendall Grey has got a date with Lizzy Rain. When she defends her championship for the first time, she will defend it against Lizzy Rain. The North American Championship will be on the line at Battleground. So I can't wait to see what happens there at Battleground, what goes down. But before that, will be a two-part episode. The first night's main event will be for the NXT Women's Championship. JC Jane will defend it against a couple of opponents here in Kendall Grey, Lola Vice, and Wren Sinclair. So a couple of these ladies will be in that matchup, and Lola picked Lizzy as her partner because she's got beef with Kendall coming up soon. Zaria was just picked by Wren because she said, "You're a big woman, you can handle business, so let's go." And Kendall said, "I'm going to pick someone who I've worked with and I've had matches in the ring with before, with Kali Armstrong, and I'm going to have her as my backup here." So again, the pinfall there by Zaria. Just a little preview of three of the women that will be in action against JC Jane next week. We tried to see if JC Jane was going to be available for this matchup. Robert Stone said he couldn't get her on the card because doctors excused her moment here, even though he believes the champion might have just not wanted to wear themselves out before NXT Battleground Tampa. And what a head scissor there by Lizzy Rain. And Lizzy Rain has come into NXT and has been a storm, has just been someone who's just come in and taken the world by storm. And we see that sometimes here in NXT, and we want to know, how far will it go? Will it be far enough to actually take it to the next level and to be crazy good? Or will it just be a quick shine and you're here and you're gone and you're forgotten about? We'll have to wait and see. But Kali Armstrong, who just dominated Zaria, goes to show you her overall well-rounded strength, man. And that's, look at Kali going for that. And Kendall's like, "I didn't mean to." It's like, "I didn't mean to." It's like, "I was just trying to hit Lola." That was breaking up your own pinfall without you trying to. And I think there's a little miscommunication. Again, remember, Kali and Kendall were enemies in Evolve. And now here they're teaming up. But again, these are not teams that have each other's back on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. These teams don't exist a lot. You're just trying to get the best moment you can here. You're trying to get your momentum going. You're trying to get what you can out of this. And right now, Lola Vice. Lola Vice on the outside with Wren Sinclair and dropping some knees. I think she's like, let me get a piece of you right now. And inside the ring, it's Lizzy Rain just attacking Kendall Grey. Those two are going to have a battle for the championship, so why not take those shots right now while you can injure them? Kendall Grey is going to be in action on back-to-back nights. Well, a week. Oh, what a power slam! Kali Armstrong backing up Kendall Grey in a big-time shoulder block. Almost a pounce, not a full pounce, but almost a pounce. And trying to get the win like this, and now kick out by Lizzy Rain. Lola stepped in the ring to try to help out, but Lizzy can fend for herself. And I don't know if maybe Kendall promised Kali something to have her back here tonight. Who knows? Maybe that's what's going on, because the way she came in there to back up Kendall was like that. Like if she had a sort of agreement with her. I don't know if there is or not. But we'll wait and see. And take her down, but now there's Kendall. Sorry, there's Wren Sinclair. Kendall's also in it with they're both attacking. There's just everybody's attacking right now. Oh, face buster there. She popped her up right there and told her, you're going to deal with it, and good luck with that. Good luck with that. And that's pretty much what she told her. A good luck with that kind of situation. And right now, I'm so impressed right now by every one of these women. They're all competing. They're all fighting. They're all giving each other a win for a mid-kick and a drop kick there by Kendall Grey. But like I said, Kendall's going to be on both nights of NXT Battleground. She'll have a fight first to see if she can become a women's champion, the NXT Women's Champion, and then she's going to have to defend her title the next week against Lizzy Rain. There could be a chance that she's already the NXT Women's Champion and has to defend it against Lizzy Rain. But in what condition will she be in? Kendall Grey. Because I'm sure if you're going to be in that match, it's going to be a hell of a matchup. And again, taking down Lizzy Rain. Kali Armstrong was just looking for her. And Zaria with an F5. Zaria trying to get the win. Wren's like, we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this. And Lola kicking out. Lola kicking out of the F5. Holy hell. That's a kick out there. But now Zaria focusing on Kendall Grey now. And going for the hook suplex right there. And trying to get the win. And Lizzy makes the save because, hey, she ain't trying to lose this matchup. I mean, you think she wants to lose this matchup? She doesn't want to lose this. She doesn't want to lose this matchup. She wants to win. And now Lizzy back in the ring again with Zaria. Oh. Zaria picking up Lizzy. No, Lizzy with the switch here. There's a switch now to Zaria again. Zaria drop over there with Kendall dropping from the skies out to the outside. And Lizzy taking it to Zaria. And here comes a thunderstruck, baby. Big time kick. Kali Armstrong trying to walk into the ring and run into it. And she stops the pinfall. I think Zaria might have taken herself out of it. But either way, Kali Armstrong not taking the chances there. As Kali and Lizzy again in the ring one more time. They're in that ring yet again. And now Lizzy trying to go back to the sledgehammer. Nothing there. Zaria back in control of this one. Zaria's just smacking Rain down. And kendo stick strikes are going to begin here. And the kendo stick is being used here. And Zaria again. But I think Lizzy might have caught her there. Lizzy might have caught her there. And Zaria taking back into it. No, she sees the champ. She sees the North American Women's Champion. Says, let me get a piece of her. Let me break her. And look at Kali. Quick to save Kendall again. Wren Sinclair, on the other hand, just taking it to Lola Vice. And maybe the win, but there is Kendall to break it up real quick. And Kendall telling Kali, let's get up, let's get up. Let's get them all up here because we're going to do something big. And there's Wren taking it. And Lizzy trying to drop her body, but no, nobody was there. They move. That's the danger of going for a springboard with your back turn. You never know when they're going to move, and you could just eat crap. But a big time knee to the face of Kendall. But look, what a spear by Wren. Just so much is happening right now. One time, and saved by Lizzy. It's the first team to a pinfall wins this matchup. And a takedown there by Lizzy. I think she felt some of that. She's feeling some of the physicality of this matchup. Right now, there is physicality in this one. Every time you think you've got it, there comes someone to stop you and stop your momentum. Lizzy Rain's got Kali Armstrong down, and Kali is out for now. And what's Lizzy thinking? What's Lizzy thinking here? Whoa, big forearm to the face of Armstrong, who flew into that, man. And Lizzy Rain and Lola Vice are victorious here. The win goes to both of them. And Lola's like, I hope you have good luck against Kendall for that championship, but I'm going to Battleground to take that NXT Women's Champion. Could we be looking at 2 future champions in a couple weeks' time? Could we be looking at your future North American champion in Lizzy Rain and your future Women's Champion in Lola Vice? We will have to wait and see till we get to Battleground, which is coming soon. But we will also start the King of the Ring tournament and Queen of the Ring tournament next week here on NXT. I do want to go up over a couple of the matchups that we are expected next week to have. We are going to have from Evolve, Anya Run against Jasmine Nix. Layla Diggs against Tatum Paxley. This is the women's side. From It All. Luck against Rizzo. We will see Thea Hale versus Nikki Blackheart. We will see Sol Ruka against Elena Black all next week on NXT, because we are in Queen of the Ring mode. And we are also, for the King of the Ring, we will see Saquon Sugars against Cedric Alexander. That will be the main event next week. Tyler Bate will take on Lexis King as well. We'll see Pete Dunne versus Tristan Angels. We will see Keanu Carter versus Eli Knight. And that's going to be a fun matchup. 2 great young stars going at it. But those are the matches we will get next week here on NXT as we begin the road to King and Queen of the Ring. And we'll also be focusing on Battleground, because I am also told Battleground will not be far behind from that. So can't wait to see it. This is essentially our last show before we get into Battleground, because next week's going to be all about King and Queen of the Ring, just like it'll be for the rest of the company. And right now we're seeing a match between Rey Fenix, Cappuccino Jones, and Uriah Connors. And again, these guys all want to be in the conversation for the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. A former NXT Cruiserweight Champion, Rey Fenix, wants his rematch. Wants a rematch against Cedric Alexander, who beat him on main event for that championship. He wants to get back into it. He wants to get a chance back at the title that he feels, hey, it slipped me by. It slipped me by, and that's all it was. It slipped me by, and the moment slipped, and I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to my title. And right now, Uriah is going crazy right now. He is from Birthright right now, and Birthright saying, look, we just want what's ours. We want our titles. We want all of our stuff, because that's what we want. We're supposed to be given this. This is our right. This is our birthright. It's in the goddamn name of our group. But you got someone like Rey Fenix, who's worked his way to WWE, has been, and we are seeing Rey Fenix be the man that he is. And like I was saying, Rey Fenix, we've seen him work his way up. We've seen him go from AAA in Mexico. We've seen him go into the Indies here in the US. We've seen him around the world. And here he is in WWE, ready to continue making himself the biggest name in all of professional wrestling for luchadors and wrestlers in general. But Cappuccino Jones was trying to put something there and trying to send a message. And look at Jones trying to tackle down Uriah Connors, and nothing there at all. Connors, the son of Fit Finlay, right now wants to embody what his dad does and work and attack and beat the crap out of people. And went for the attack, went for the kick there of Rey Fenix, and nothing there at all. And again, these 3 men all come from different backgrounds, all come differently. I mean, look at Cappuccino Jones. That man right now, that man's working his way through Evolve right now, and now he's here on NXT tonight in a match to show what he can do. We've seen him a couple times here. He's trying to become a mainstay on NXT. Maybe not full on, but he's making his way, capturing the shows, capturing the ring time that is required to be one of the best. And Cap is trying to do just that right now, man. Trying to catch on. Look at Cappuccino Jones telling Rey Fenix, look, I'm just excited to be in the ring with you right now. And look at Jones trying to fly at Rey Fenix. But you're going to need a little bit more to take down Fenix, because Rey Fenix does moves like that. Moves that you think you'll only see in a video game. But Connor's here, and I'm just glad we're not seeing any birthright interference here, because those motherfuckers would come out here and do something. But again, Connor's saying, hey, look, there's a Cruiserweight Championship. Birthright hasn't got it. Why not add us to it? Why not let me get into that conversation of that Cruiserweight Championship? Because that's how it's going to be defended at Battleground. And right now, Cedric Alexander has no opponents. But, I mean, Rey Fenix seems like the likely opponent for him. But if you're able to beat him, maybe it's Connors against Alexander for that Cruiserweight Championship at Battleground. I mean, I'm being told that every title that NXT has will be on the line at Battleground. We'll see the Women's Evolve Championship. The Tag Team title will be on the line. Even the NXT European Championship, which is held by Charlie Dempsey of Birthright, will be on the line. The Women's Championship will be on the line. The Men's Evolve Championship will be on the line. The Cruiserweight title will be on the line. The Speed Championship for the men's would be on the line. And then we'll have the North American Championship for the women's as well on the line. And on night 2, we will have the main event, which will be for the NXT Championship, Joe Hendry and Sean Legacy. And they'll be teaming up actually next after this match. Sean Legacy and Joe Hendry. And Uriah Connors picks up the win here. And now you got to question it, Robert Stone. Now you got to question it. Are we going to put Connors in that Cruiserweight Championship matchup after he just beat the former Cruiserweight Champion? That's a question for Robert Stone to figure out, and we will see what his decision is at Battleground. And the main event's up next. It is a tag team matchup. Birthright hopes to continue their dominance tonight with, I mean, Connors just got a W. So Dempsey and Lexis King, the NXT European Champion, Charlie Dempsey, and Lexis King against the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, Sean Legacy, and the double champion, the Dos, el hombre con dos campeonatos. Say his name, and he will appear with his 2 belts. It's Joe Hendry, the WCW International Champion, and the NXT Heavyweight Champion, the NXT Champ, Joe Hendry, who's been very happy holding both titles, defending both of them. And at Battleground, it's going to turn into a big question for him. How long can he do that for? Because it takes a lot out of you. And Sean Legacy is a hungry challenger who's ready to take it away from him. But tonight, he's got to prove to Joe that, hey, I want our match to be clean. I want us to be at the best of the best when you and I compete. And we will see if that is the case with Sean Legacy. If he really is meaningful of all that kind of talk. Because he could just be saying it and not actually mean it. It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time a wrestler does that. And it wouldn't be the last time a wrestler does that. Lies. And right now, in the main event scene, Joe Hendry still holding on to that title. His scouts have been loud and clear. They told him, Joe, you could stay in NXT. You can come to Raw, SmackDown. You can come to ECW. WCW has you already on them. And that wasn't even meant on purpose, because Lexis King was the former international champion, and he lost that title in a championship versus championship matchup. And Joe's technically not on a full contract to WCW. He's just a champion. But Joe said, look, I'll pop up on your show. I'll show up. But I haven't made my full contract signing. I haven't made my big contract signing. And Joe said, I still got the titles. I'm not done here. My time in NXT is not done, but I'm ready. When the time comes, I'm ready to go up and be a big name on Raw, be a big name on SmackDown, be a big name on ECW television, or hell, even be the biggest name in WCW and taken down there. But Lexis King doesn't seem to be done with Joe Hendry. And Sean Legacy won a #1 contendership, and that's the kind of moves right there I think Joe Hendry's going to have to watch out for. You know, you want to scout your opponent. That's one thing a lot of people like to do, scout your opponent. How are you going to scout him, though? Like this. You usually like to scout him by watching him from real close by, not looking at him on the camera, because you can't tell everything from watching tape. You have to be there to get the feel, the vibe, the way he connects. And right now, Joe is just, he's in a fight right now outside, so he's not able to put that into it. He can't see everything. And again, Joe Hendry is one of the biggest attractions here in NXT, and there's no denying it. That's why he's in. That's why TNA calls him. That's why WCW is saying, "Hey, look, you're a champion. We give you this contract." Definitely a man who's gone viral, and we're happy to see Joe here every Tuesday night, and we are going to see what happens at Battleground if Legacy will take that away from us, or if we will continue to see Joe. We want more. We want Joe. And again, Dempsey. Oh, look at the pinfall. And there's Dempsey saying, And takedown right there. Clothesline by Joe Hendry. As Lexis King on the other side. Getting picked up by Legacy. Bam. And Dempsey trying to get the tax on the outside. Man, you crazy. That's another champ. Oh, big time kick. And again, I'm telling you, Birthright had titles, man. They had titles to start it off. And lately, they've been losing the titles left and right. They had the Minspeed champion and with Lorenzen, Channing Stacks. And he lost it. And he lost that title. So there was one title already lost. Lexis had the WCW International Championship, and he lost it. But now, there's only one champion right now in Birthright, and that's Charlie Dempsey, the NXT European Champion. And he'll be defending his title. He will be defending his title at Battleground. Who the opponent yet? We don't know yet. And he's trying to go for the dirty hit. He tried to pull off a trick that his father had done, which was bring out the brass knuckles, and Joe Hendry quick to not allow that to happen to him tonight. And if they lose that title at Battleground, man, I don't know. But I mean, Connor's at least got to win against a former champion, so you never know if that will be a calling, if that will be a chance for them to get a title shot. Depends on how Robert Stone wants to build that night. But right now we are seeing Lexis King with the neck breaker and Channing and Charlie Dempsey looking for a pinfall. But Joe Hendry's going to be, you're not going to be able to beat him that easily. Joe Hendry's going to be a tougher challenger than anything you've had right now, Charlie. You're competing against the top of the chain here in NXT right now in Joe Hendry. And you just, again, you cannot underestimate him. Yes, he seems like a nice guy, but when that bell rings, he's a different monster. He's a different guy. He's a different being. He feeds off this WWE universe. He feeds off the crowd. He feeds off of them. And he's just, again, unlike almost anyone in wrestling. That's what Joe Hendry is, and it's a different connection that he gets with the crowd. And for Legacy, when he gets to Battleground, it's going to be a tough one. I don't think Legacy's ever faced someone like Joe Hendry or been in that spotlight, the main event spotlight, to close out the event. I don't think he's ever been in that spotlight, and it's going to be difficult. Or maybe he was born for it. Maybe he will get the W. I don't know. We'll have to wait for Battleground. But Lexis King right now, this is what he's always wanted. He just hates Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry always beats him, takes everything from him. And at Slamboree, we saw him compete against Joe Hendry for the International Championship. And he lost at Slamboree. And Joe Hendry just had his number. Some people say that Lexis King actually calls Joe Hendry his daddy, not Brian Pillman. He calls Joe Hendry his real father. And that's crazy because I mean, their blonde hair is there, but he's not Scottish unless he is, but he's not telling us. But Lexis King trying to get a roll-up win. And did you not learn from earlier? That's not going to help you. I would have said that does not work on Joe Hendry. But right now, Birthright is dominating. And big time hit to the back of the head of Hendry. And Lexis King, look at Charlie Dempsey suplexing Legacy. And oh my God. And Legacy kicking out at 2 though. But Lexis King said, I got the best of Joe right there. I got the best of Hendry, and Legacy can't break him up. And Birthright gets the win. Birthright gets the win. Legacy on the outside. Upset. I thought Legacy could have jumped back in and saved him, but he didn't. And Birthright gets the win. What is going on here tonight? Is Birthright changed it? I don't know. But thank you for joining us for NXT. We got a lot of answers to answer.